Setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, set, 30 base. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Right to the 3. 50. I'm coming.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Telvin Smith, he was 3rd in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Set. Look at it.
Mike 47. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crack.
What is it?
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. It's complete. Abdullah. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
His pass complete to Amir Abdullah.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
Third down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Six 0 our score after one.
With the score after 6, Jaguars 0.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Drop deep, drop deep. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Check that.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Under 10.
On 1st and 10, Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Newton to throw. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got one.
Newton now to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That's it. 180. I got you. Check. 20.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Kill. Safe.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's it, buddy. Tight down. There you go. You go tight. You got tight.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. On the ground, McCaffrey. Able to spin free. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
It's just me and you.
Go.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, fellas.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So all the way down close to the goal line, good blocking up front, helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him, gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll run for it with Smallwood. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Going right back to Smallwood. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lambo is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Davis. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina! Mike Davis. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Newton. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Smallwood. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 50-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
Coming this way, here we go.
5.
From midfield now on second down. Minshew. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. McCaffrey on the toss right. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
20.
Y'all playing the wrong.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Got his target, Samuel. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's it. 180.
Check right 47. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Switch.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, he'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Mike Davis. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Check. Fresno.
They start the drive with Smallwood. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Smallwood takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 58 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
This one complete to Smallwood. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go.
A run with Smallwood. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Smallwood. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and run with Abdullah. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now on 2nd and 16. Newton, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Throwing is Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And it's fielded at the 34. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run Smallwood. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
59. Hey, Alpha.
From the 29, Minshew. He's going to, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Carolina, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be best though. If you wanna go, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more dress though. Hit your store and I'ma catch those. Mexicans that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big scam, and he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I claim she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you duck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back.